So, good afternoon. It is that time again. It's time to get ChatGPT to rate my fragrances. Now, I'm not normally in this kind of outfit, am I? Let's be honest, I'm normally in sports stuff. I've already done my workout today, and I didn't think it was very fitting for the fragrances I'm talking about because today we're talking old school, retro, classic fragrances. So, I've got four, and I've mentioned these in obviously my competition I did a little while ago. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to see which one ultimately is the most fancied by AI and which one's the most suitable for a younger person. Because if I'm being honest, I like fragrances and I do appreciate the old school ones, but they certainly wouldn't be my first choice. And for those who maybe aren't used to them, they probably just wouldn't buy them at all. They think they smell like your granddad. So I'm really interested, based on the 10 questions I'm going to ask ChatGPT today, which one is ultimately going to come out the winner. And as usual, if you've seen the other ones, we'll do a full review of the winner tomorrow, and I'll take it on my workout, take it to the gym, run, and yeah, walk in essentially, and just see kind of my overall thoughts. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll go through a couple of considerations, and yeah, we'll ask AI to give us a note breakdown. So, what are the four old school fragrances that we're going to go through today? Well, this was one that actually did really well in my tournament. So, we got Ted Lapidus Pour On, a very strong pineapple scent. I'm assuming they'll bring that up when we go for the breakdown. Joop Homme, I think we all know Joop. I think everyone recognises that smell. And even if you don't, you'll probably notice it. If you sprayed it, you go, oh yeah, I've smelt that before somewhere. So, yeah, even if you don't know it's Joop, you will recognise the scent. Aramis, yeah, very smoky. Now, I actually think this is really nice on a summer evening. You won't read that anywhere in reviews, but with a shirt on like this, summer evening with a little bit of a breeze, that's really nice. I think it's because my dad wore it when we went to the Caribbean a long time ago. And yeah, I just think it's giving me that vibe, that Caribbean holiday. And then the last one, Brut Original, a kind of soapy scent, really. And yeah, I think it's really nice. I actually think this is going to be the winner today. So this is my early prediction. I think it's this or Dupe, I think, are probably the most sort of easy to pull off because Dupe's quite sweet, which a lot of fragrances are, and obviously Brute's just kind of soapy. So, yeah, really interested to see what they come up with today. But yeah, they're the four in question, and yeah, looking forward to trying them. I would say if you do ever consider buying these in terms of my considerations, just be aware these do not smell like the fragrances you'll smell in shops today. So, yeah, you kind of buy this for you more than for anyone else. So, yeah, let's ask AI, let's ask ChatGPT the note breakdown for all four fragrances. Hi there, could you give me a note breakdown for Lapidus Pour On?
Of course. Lapidus lazuli, or lapis porum, is a gemstone known for its deep, rich blue color. Here's a basic breakdown of the notes you might find in a fragrance.
I think you misunderstood. Can you give me the note breakdown for Ted Lapidus Eau de Toilette Pour On?
Sure. Ted Lapidus Eau de Toilette Pour Homme typically features a blend of aromatic, woody, and spicy notes. Here's a general breakdown. Top notes typically includes fresh and citrusy elements like lavender, bergamot, or lemon. Heart notes often features spices like cinnamon, coriander, or cardamom, along with floral hints. Base notes includes woody, warm elements like sandalwood, cedarwood, and musk. The exact composition can vary slightly, but this gives you an idea of its scent profile.
What about Aramis?
Aramis is a classic fragrance known for its rich, woody, and spicy character. Here's a general breakdown of its notes. Top notes often includes sharp and fresh elements like artemisia, gardenia, and thyme.
Can you give me a note breakdown for Aramis Original 1966?
Absolutely. Aramis Original from 1966 is a classic, timeless fragrance with a rich, masculine profile. Here's a breakdown of its notes. Top notes aldehydes, artemisia, bergamot, and thyme. These give it a fresh and slightly herbal opening. Heart notes jasmine, cinnamon, patchouli, and sandalwood. This creates a warm, spicy, and slightly floral heart. Base notes leather, oak moss, vetiver, and amber. These provide a deep, earthy, and luxurious finish. Overall, Aramis Original is known for its bold, sophisticated scent that's both classic and timeless.
Great, thanks. Can you give me the note breakdown for Joop Homme?
course, Joop Homme is a well-known fragrance with a bold and distinctive scent. Here's a general breakdown of its notes. Top notes. Often features a fresh and fruity opening with notes like bergamot, orange blossom, and lemon. Heart notes. Includes a warm and spicy blend with cinnamon, lily of the valley, and jasmine. Base notes. Known for its sweet and warm finish with notes like vanilla, tonka bean, patchouli, and sandalwood. Joop Homme is known for its sweet, spicy, and warm character, making it a popular choice for evening wear.
And the last one, can you give me a note breakdown for Brut Eau de Toilette, the original?
Certainly. Brut Original Eau de Toilette is a classic men's fragrance known for its distinctive, bold scent. Here's a breakdown of its notes. Top notes. Typically features fresh and aromatic elements like lemon, basil, and lavender. Heart notes. Includes spicy and floral notes like geranium, jasmine, and spicy hints. Base notes. Known for its warm, woody, and musky finish with notes like sandalwood, patchouli, and amber. Brut Original is recognized for its bold, masculine scent with a blend of fresh, spicy, and woody notes.
Right, so there we are. So, yeah, that was a bit more difficult than normal. They didn't seem to, well, they pronounced them different to me. Lapidus. Ted Lapidus. Maybe I'm pronouncing it right. I thought it was just Lapidus. Anyway, what we're going to do then, I've got my 10 questions now, and yeah, we'll see which one they go for the best. So, as I said, I think Brute or Duke will win. I'm going to go Brute, but yeah, you never know. I think Lapidus will definitely come last. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. 10 questions. Here we go. Out of Ted Lapidus Pour Homme, Aramis Original, Joop Homme, or Brut Original Eau de Toilette, which one is the best for a workout?
For a workout, you might want a fragrance that's not too overpowering, but still refreshing. Out of the ones you mentioned, Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. It has aromatic and woody notes that can be uplifting, but might be a bit strong for a workout. Aramis Original. This one is more intense and might be better suited for formal occasions rather than exercise. Joop Homme. It's sweet and bold, which could be a bit much for a workout environment. Brut Original. This is a classic and has a fresh, aromatic opening with a warm base, making it a good option for something light and not too overpowering during a workout. So I'd recommend Brut Original for a workout. It strikes a good balance between being refreshing and not too strong.
That soapy scent's nice. I agree, thank you. I'm about to turn 29. Out of Ted Lapidus Pour Homme, Aramis Original, Joop Homme, or Brut Original Eau de Toilette, which one would be the best for me to wear in my 20s?
For someone in their 20s, you might prefer a fragrance that's versatile, youthful, and not too overpowering. Here's a quick take on each. Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. It has aromatic and woody notes that can be great for both casual and formal settings, making it a good fit for your 20s. Aramis Original. This one is more intense and classic, often associated with a more mature vibe, so it might not be the best match for a youthful feel. Joop Homme. It's bold, sweet, and youthful, making it a popular choice for younger guys. It's fun and energetic, perfect for a night out or casual settings. Brut Original. Classic and fresh, but it might feel a bit more traditional. Given your age, Joop Homme might be the best fit, as it's youthful, vibrant, and perfect for various occasions.
Very sweet, that cherry sweetness. I agree, thank you. Out of those fragrances, which one do you think would be the most likely to get compliments?
For getting compliments, it often depends on personal preference and the setting, but generally, Joop Homme. This fragrance is known for its sweet, bold, and youthful scent, which tends to stand out and get noticed. It's often a crowd pleaser, especially in social settings or nightlife. Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. This one also has a distinctive scent that can attract compliments, particularly for its aromatic and woody profile. Aramis Original. It has a classic and sophisticated aroma, which might get compliments in formal or professional settings, but might be less likely to stand out in casual environments. Brut Original. While it's classic and fresh, it might not be as distinct in terms of getting compliments compared to the sweeter or more aromatic scents. In general, Joop Homme is likely to get the most compliments due to its bold and memorable scent.
I think so. Yeah, I also agree again. Thank you. I'm going on holiday soon, a summer holiday. Out of Ted Lapidus Pour Homme, Aramis Original, Joop Homme, or Brut Original, which one would be the best to take on a summer holiday?
For a summer holiday, you'll likely want a fragrance that's fresh, light, and invigorating. Here's how they stack up. Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. With its aromatic and woody notes, it can be a bit intense for hot weather, though still suitable for evening wear. Aramis Original. This one is quite rich and intense, making it less ideal for a light summer fragrance. Joop Homme. It's bold and sweet, which can be a bit much for the daytime and hot weather, but could work for summer evenings. Brut Original. This has a fresh, classic scent that's not too overpowering, making it a good choice for warm weather. Overall, Brut Original would be the best option for a summer holiday. It's fresh, classic, and versatile, perfect for keeping you feeling cool and refreshed in the summer heat. Enjoy your holiday.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a fantastic holiday.
I'm going for a curry tonight. Out of Ted Lapidus Pour Homme, Aramis Original, Joop Homme, or Brut Eau de Toilette Original, which one would you recommend I wear tonight for my curry?
For a curry night, you'll want something that complements the spicy, bold flavors without overpowering them. I'd recommend Brut Eau de Toilette Original. Its fresh, slightly woody scent won't compete with the spices in your curry, and it has a classic, clean vibe that's perfect for casual dinners. The others, especially Aramis Original, might feel a bit heavy and intense for such a flavorful aromatic meal. Enjoy your curry.
Out of Ted Lapidus Pour Homme, Aramis Original, Joop Homme, or Brut Original, which one would you say is the best value for money?
For the best value for money, Brut Original is often the top choice. It's affordable, widely available, and has a classic, well balanced scent that suits many occasions. It offers good longevity and versatility without breaking the bank. The others, like Aramis Original, tend to be pricier and may offer a more complex fragrance. But Brut stands out for its accessibility and solid performance at a budget friendly price.
Not sure it performs that well, but there we go. Thank you. Out of those four fragrances, which one do you think would most likely be worn by Usain Bolt?
Given Usain Bolt's energetic and iconic persona, I'd imagine he'd likely go for something that's fresh, bold, and sporty. Ted Lapidus Pour Homme might be a good fit for him. It's got an aromatic, woody character that's not too overwhelming but still stands out, much like his own personality. That said, Brut Original could also fit as it's fresh and classic, which would match his iconic effortless style. What do you think? Does that match the vibe you imagine for him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Glad that works for you. I can totally see you saying rocking either of those.
Okay, picture this setting. It's date night and we're watching Netflix. Out of Ted Lapidus Pour Homme, Aramis Original, Joop Homme, or Brut Original Eau de Toilette, which one would be the best for a date night staying in watching Netflix?
For a cozy date night in, watching Netflix, you'd want something that's inviting, subtle, and not too overpowering. I'd recommend DuPont. It has a fresh, clean scent that isn't too intense, making it perfect for a relaxed, intimate evening. Ted Lapidus Pour Homme could also work if you prefer something a bit more aromatic and woody. It's still not too strong, but it has a bit more depth. The other two, Aramis Original and Brut Original, might be a little too bold and intense for a low-key night in. Do you prefer something fresh or a little more warm and comforting for the evening?
I wouldn't have gone for that, but it's your answer that counts.
Fair enough. Everyone's got their own vibe for date nights. I totally see why you might pick something else.
Okay, I am a first-time buyer of these fragrances. Out of Ted Lapidus Pour Homme, Aramis Original, Joop Homme, or Brut Original Eau de Toilette, which one would you recommend for a first-time buyer?
As a first-time buyer, I'd recommend Brut Original Eau Toilette. It's a classic, easy-to-wear fragrance that's affordable, versatile, and not too overpowering. It has a fresh, clean scent that works well for many occasions, making it a great starting point. Ted Lapidus Pour Homme is a solid choice too if you want something a little more complex and aromatic, but Brut is more universally liked and less likely to feel overwhelming for someone just starting with fragrances.
Okay, final question. If I was to come to you, which fragrance would you like me to wear?
If you were to come to me, I'd say Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. It has a nice balance, aromatic, woody, and subtle yet distinctive. It feels like the kind of fragrance that makes a statement without being too bold. Plus, it has a cool, confident vibe that I think would suit a conversation well.
So there we go. I have to say, I think AI struggled a little bit with that today. It didn't seem to, agree on things. It was debating its own answers at times as well. But I think that's because halfway through it cut out and it went to standard voice. That's why the voice changed. But I think we have come out with actually the best winner, really, and that is Brut Original. I'm so surprised Lapidus got so many points because I have to say I think that is extremely bold. I would certainly not watch that if I was if I was sitting on a date night watching Netflix with someone. That would not be the one I'd go for. I'd either go for that or Dupe. I can't believe Aramis didn't get any points at all. I love Aramis. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit on now because I feel sorry for it. However, I do appreciate it's 1966 when it came out. It is a very old fragrance and it is an acquired taste. But I do think if you were someone in their 20s, like I was asking, someone like myself, nearly 29, and you're not really, you're just getting into fragrances in general, this is very safe. This is very soapy. And to be honest with you, for a workout tomorrow, with the heat that we've got, I'm very glad this is the one I'm going to be reviewing tomorrow. So yeah, I really want to give this a go because let's be honest, who wears Brut these days? But I'm going to tomorrow, and I think hopefully it will mean that some of you can get a really nice cheap cologne that you probably don't consider because this is a bargain. So I hope you've enjoyed this one today. One more thing to say, I have actually bought 5 fragrances this week. So next week I'm hoping they're going to arrive till middle of the week. I'm going to do a full review on all of them as well. Some that I've mentioned before. There's a couple I've never mentioned before though as well. So hopefully one I've never actually had personally. I've smelt it. So really looking forward to sharing them with you as well. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this one today. Tomorrow this will be my fitness fragrance, which I'll do the review on. And hopefully I'll be able to give my thoughts and an overall score out of 50. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one today. Catch you later.